Greetings, this is Michael W. Ford. Today's video is going to be focused on some of the general symbolism of the Luciferian Tarot. This initiatory work, as the tarot as it evolved from mid-2005 until 2008, was a revolutionary project which really allowed myself, through study and exploration, initiatory and otherwise, along with working with the artist Nicholas Clocks, who's one of the who contributed so well to the deck to really bring out the symbolism and the essence of the Luciferian Tarot. This tarot has been very unique and special to me because it has allowed some streamlined initiation via the symbolism of the deck. And over time, we'll see the tarot will eventually be kind of evolved in a new form, not in any forthcoming year or more, but it is something that will eventually happen. I'm going to talk a little bit about the symbolism. Beginning, let's consider the Hanged Man card. Now, if you look at the art, there's a lot of red, a lot of fire, kind of the forge, if you will, the forge of Cain. Now here we have the symbolism, which is from the Sabbatic and Luciferian witchcraft tradition, and to many cases the Horseman's Word, and some various left-hand path witchcraft teachings and initiation that I went through. Cain is shown holding a bone dagger, athame. He's killing Abel, who represents his clay, the clay aspect, the kind of ignorant aspect. Initiation ignites the spark of the black flame and that divine path, or path of divine consciousness. Cain is the higher self, the daemon of this symbol of Abel. He's illuminated in fire as he is spilling this blood, this offering for his daemon, feeding that. And that is the desire to overcome obstacles and to evolve as an individual. When it comes to this process of self-transformation, becoming, the daemon truly becomes kind of, the self becomes aware of the daemon as the inherent desire, or the consciousness focused and understanding of what you need to do in life. And this is a long process. You have to give something of yourself to achieve, to unlock that, to open those gates. Now, in the Luciferian Tarot, if you look at the first book of the Luciferian Tarot, there's a lot of symbolism that goes with it, clepothic and otherwise. That really is not something I'm going to go into. But the Hanged Man is the process, the first degree, if you will, passing through, becoming and illuminating the self in the pact of witch blood being the initiatory tradition of the practitioner. We have the card, the Magician. Now, the Magician is an interesting one because it's got the kind of Renaissance or the late medieval European symbolism attached to it. It shows the sorcerer within the magician's circle, and he's evoking in the circle of Azazel a demonic manifestation of Baal-zebub or Beelzebub, traditionally the patron of magicians or those who are daring enough to seize their destiny in the pact of magic. This card is very much about mastery, control, desire, will, belief, setting your course in life, and really accomplishing all of those things that you wish to do. The skill that goes along with the process of initiation is subtle, and you don't recognize it just by waking up one day saying, oh, I'm definitely a magician. It's something that you gain insight to through experience and what you learn, and you have to apply it in order to make it useful. Using that in an initiatory way is to understand the primordial and how you want to direct it and how you want to unleash it towards your desires. The next is the Ace of Wands, or Satan. This is the adversary, maybe also called Ahriman to a lesser degree. This is the fire of the black flame. It's the gift of the demonic consciousness, the gift of Ahriman. And Satan is traditionally the enemy, the adversary, the rebel force, or punishing force. The Luciferian acknowledges all of these symbols, but relates them to the self and how they're useful and beneficial to the individual. This card is all about possibility, awareness, and perhaps subtle achievement. It is the initiatory path itself. The next card, Knight of Wands. This is Samael, the angel of poison. The symbolism of Samael is interesting here because he has the Gnostic form, or writing the Gnostic form of Yaldabaoth, one of his alternate names of Samael, the lion-headed serpent. This is really a powerful force because Samael destroys and creates, has the fully aware predatory instinct, and continually seeks and travels to achieve or to attain knowledge and insight, and thus power. The symbolism of this card can be used as a gateway, just like all of the others, into the subconscious, towards your ritualistic desire, all of those things. And, consider that Samael is not a destructive demon. Of course, it's viewed as a demon, but Luciferians don't view these in a literal sense or a negative sense. They, much like nature, they are. Thus, those things within you are. The next card is the King of Wands, and this is the Watcher Jeqon, or Jeqon. And he's a very strong Greco-Roman representation upon a golden throne, very much like the Seleucids around the time of the story of Enoch and Watchers. It was modeled roughly on the Hellenistic period and integration from the successors of Alexander, along with their various Hellenistic traditions and some remnants of the old gods of the Cainite religion. Jeqon is shown with the black flame burning, illuminating in the center of where his Ajna chakra, or the center of the forehead, is. And he represents strength, passion, honesty, all of these things. This is knowing thyself and beyond the limitations that we put on ourselves. Very much a creative but forceful power that can be directed within the self. And then we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is Sarial, another watcher. He taught the course of the moon. This is represented as emotions, as passions, knowing our desires, but controlling those, and understanding the flowing nature of water and our deep dreams and desires of the night side. It can be a message, divination, astral projection, anything like that towards goals of attaining something. Then we have the Knight of Swords. This is Ezeeqel, who taught the knowledge of the clouds, mastering of the emotions. Also the storm clouds, bringing change but also growth. And it's the clarity of conquering your obstacles and rising up from hardship, overcoming hardship specifically. Then we have the Queen of Swords. This is the Elder Lilith, very much in her Mesopotamian representation of the vampires or demoness. Also with the Hebraic Klepothic Elder Lilith. She's shown here in full predatory, dark instinct, and she represents a firmness, a strong woman, one who compels, but also for males, the control of the desire, but not forgetting about it. You can use this card in types of vampiric sorcery or projection in dreams, understanding the balance of the feminine and masculine within, not within a sexual sense per se, but within your emotions versus your materialistic or carnal desires. This is just a short example of the Luciferian Tarot and how it can be used as an initiatory tool, not just a divination tool. It may be used in a ritualistic setting to really fuel your initiation. It also makes for a good reading deck, but it can, with the symbolism, if you don't explain it, frighten those who are not upon the left-hand path. Anyway, thank you for watching.